Hi VC, Dale, Gatefold 33, back to do another vinyl finds video. I did one yesterday which was grouped around VC inspired finds. This is just finds, a few things that have been kicking around that I've listened to. In fact, one of them I've only just got and listened to, but I thought I'd share, create a bit more space in the inbox there. Yeah, so let's get on with it. What have I got? I've got 5 albums and a 10-inch here. So let's start with a 10-inch, and I've left it in its packaging just because I don't want the packaging is quite fragile and it's part of it, and I don't have 10-inch sleeves particularly. So it's L'Ascenseur pour l'échafaud, Miles Davis soundtrack, 10-inch. This has been kicking around my wants list for a long time, and I've an eBay search on it, and it came up at a good price on eBay, a new copy. So yeah, because it's been put out on Sam Records in France, so it's often in the UK a bit tricky to get hold of, or has been trickier. This sounds fantastic, as in it's beautiful music and a beautiful pressing. Sounds great. Yeah, really glad to finally get this, having kind of, as I say, and ahed on it for a long time. Yeah, so it's pieces from the film. I've not seen the film, and some of the pieces kind of fade out quite quickly, but the music is great. So that's that. I'll stick that up there. Ooh. Okay, next, what have we got? So a bit of a mixed bag here. So first up, and I probably should have shown this in Alan Static Traveller's TV related, although it's non-TV related, TV related. So this is a compilation double album called Scarred for Life 2. So there was a Scarred for Life 1, which I didn't pick up on at the time. It came out on CD. The CDs go for ridiculous money now, but I have gone onto the Bandcamp site and bought the download for 1, but this is 2. What is it? It's music that would have been, it's imagined music that would have been played in kind of kids TV dramas. Scarred for Life means this music scared the bejeepers out of you and scarred you for life. Comes on a sort of marbled vinyl. It's Castles in Space. Castles in Space. I've been doing a lot of this, if you like, pseudo library music, drone, ambient, synthesizer, analog synth stuff, and I'm really into it. And they're doing a subscription service, and I was a bit tempted by it, but I think, do I want to get, because I'll probably, that would take up a good chunk of my budget, and it might get a bit samey, but then I still find myself buying a lot of their stuff, so I don't know whether I should have done that. But yeah, so this is a good concept, really enjoyable. It's got I don't know if these are proper artists or made up names and it's all the same person, to be honest, but it's got The Brain Children, What's in the Box, The Day Before Doomsday, Tension Peace, In the Tall Grass, The City of Golden Lead, A School at War. So they're the tracks, and then the kind of some of the artists are like the Central Office of Information, Home Current, Salvatore Mercante, the Metamorph, Pulse Lovers, Listening Centre, the Bentley Emerald Learning Resource. I don't know if these are real or made up, but it's a good concept, and it's right up my street. Of kind of library style music, kids, scary, drama, TV stuff. Next up, I've had this kicking around for a while now. This is the sort of the most recent. I love that back cover of a German metro and that style. That is such a fantastic style. This is Bob Stanley's most recent comp. It's not a Bob Stanley and Pete Wiggs this time. It's a Bob Stanley and someone else, which I should have researched before. But certainly Bob Stanley anyway. Cafe Exile. So it picks up a lot of that kind of 70s European sound, you know, European music. Again, it's just really, really I've listened to it a few times. It flows really well. I mean, there's the track listing if you want to have a look. Of who's on it. Yeah, Cafe Exile compilation. So another double. Let's do a single next. So this, I just picked this up from Jazzman Records. It's comes out on Round Table Jazz. So this is a bit of a kind of lost piece of Amancio da Silva, jazz guitarist from the late 60s, early 70s. Features in some, you know, a lot of the UK jazz. Originally played in sort of India, came over in the 60s, got into the UK jazz scene. Features, this has got also got Don Rendell on saxophone. So it's got Amancio da Silva on, say, electric guitar, Tony Campo on bass, Alan Branscombe on piano, Don Rendell on saxophone, and then Clam Alford on sitar, and then a couple of guys, Keshav Sathe and Mick Ripshar on tabla. So it's a very Eastern sounding UK jazz record. Concan Dance it's called. Really, really lovely album. I'd say a bit of a lost recording that was kind of put on the shelf in the Lansdowne series. Been really nicely pressed as well. It's says GZ, excuse me, but yeah, lovely pressing as well. Really enjoyed that. So what we got, a couple of live doubles to finish. So this bit of a blind buy. I'm also going to do a video on blind buys. Actually, I've got a few blind buys, but this Bob Marley and the Wailers, live at the Rainbow, 4th of June 1977. This is an Amazon exclusive, unfortunately slightly. This is an Amazon exclusive vinyl only pressing, sort of via the kind of Island Tough Gong catalogue, I'm assuming. But yeah, beautifully pressed, beautiful sounding, full, if you like, concert that I think was previously only available on video cassette. So now I've got, so yeah, I'm not a fan of live albums per se, but I really do seem to like Bob Marley live albums. I think there's a lot of life in those performances that comes across well. So I've got Live, which I think is 75. I've got something else at the Roxy, I think, a CD of them at the Roxy, 76. I've got this 77, and I've got Babylon by Bus 78. I think Babylon by Bus was erring towards my favourite of those, but this is a contender now. And what I really like, the second disc, so it's got Crazy Baldhead and Running Away as a kind of two songs done back to back, but then it does No Woman No Cry, which is not my favourite Bob Marley album, but they just, it's done at a slower tempo and it sounds fantastic. Then they go into Lively Up Yourself, which is a little bit all over the place, which is, I think, the band, you know, one of those things where the band is kind of like gradually kind of walking off stage because the performance is finished. So it's got a long kind of different instrumentals going on as maybe different band members get their chance to shine, and then they kind of, so it's a bit of a kind of jam as they kind of, and then the MC comes in towards the end of it and says, you know, Bob Marley, you know, ladies and gentlemen, Bob Marley, and there's big applause and all that, and then they go off, and then side 4 is the encore, and this so compare opposite to No Woman No Cry. Now the encore is jamming, followed by Get Up Stand Up, followed by Exodus, all done at slightly faster tempo than the studio versions, and it really, you can tell it kind of really gets the crowd going. So yeah, really interesting live performance there. And then this last one only came yesterday, day before yesterday. I've played it once, but I kind of knew what I was getting. And yeah, really good, and is just been reissued. Talking Heads live double. The name of the band is Talking Heads, which covers 77 through to 81 on two different period discs, really good. That period is, I think, there's a sweet spot. Their first 4 albums effectively are covered up to Remain in Light. Really good. And this was I got this from Amazon as well. So slight story. We've done 10 minutes. On my normal 10 minutes, I'm just going to go on for a couple of minutes more. So what's good about this, obviously I like to buy from record shops. I like to buy from record fairs. I like to keep record shops supported. But one thing that Amazon does do, it does this auto rip. If you buy a record, you get an auto rip download, and sometimes you get lucky. So I bought the Slits reissue cut recently, last couple of years, and it came with an auto rip download, but the auto rip download happened to be of the double deluxe. So the album plus all outtakes and B-sides and all that kind of thing, and the double deluxe CD was costing ridiculous money, 40-50 quid. You got it as a download, so you can rip your own, you can download it onto your computer and rip your own CD of that. So that was a bit of a bonus. Similarly, I bought the 2-disc CD version of Bob Dylan's one of his bootleg series about, it was covering the Blonde on Blonde period, and the auto rip. It came with an auto rip, so I think, why do you need an auto rip with a CD? You're just going to rip the CD anyway. But the auto rip was for the 6 CD version of it, just by chance. So I got the kind of CD in my hand for 9 quid, and I got the 6 CD download. And similarly, this album, I haven't downloaded it yet, but this album, there was a 2 CD extended, so this is about 80 minutes. There was a 156-minute extended deluxe version of this put out on CD, and the auto rip for this is for that version. So sort of, what if you like, a slight benefit of sometimes getting records off of Amazon, apart from obviously doing the price match and stuff like that, and you get it on Prime to your door the next day, is that sometimes you get a surprise auto rip. Anyway, I feel really bad now that I've done a Jeff Bezos advertising campaign, so please disregard all of that if you're not a Bezos fan. I'm not, so I'll probably, maybe I shouldn't post this now. Yeah, what a dilemma I've created for myself. Anyway, that's it. Sorry, I've completely diverged there. So, yep, a few finds. Back with another video. I'm thinking about doing Rob Walker's smoking albums, smoking covers, but I've kind of paused on that, and maybe I've run out of opportunities because other people have shown them. But anyway, cheers VC, bye.